Olá pessoal, bem-vindos a mais um vídeo de A Noire Parte, aqui que fala o seu amigo João Pedro. Nosso último episódio começamos o primeiro caso dos incêndios.
The next fire. You should go to the factory and see how many of these things are going bang in the night.
You know this Chapman character?
Guy's a freak. Loves fires. He's the kind of guy that would
Eu
like for
ontem
a
vi
lot of
falar com o
reasons
gajo
we don't
da
really have
fábrica.
incredible evidence to pursue him with.
Keep heading through this one.
Espero que neste episódio conduza melhor que no outro.
Just go on through here.
Any Sentry unit, 211 in progress, 522 South Hill Street, unit to handle code 3, identify.
A fábrica é já aqui, mas também.
I wouldn't feel safe in a tank with you driving.
E eu virar dessa esquina. Digo eu. Vamos resolver o crime e depois vamos até à fábrica, pessoal.
You can drive.
Any Sentry unit, 211 in progress, 522 South Hill Street, unit to handle code 3, identify.
This is 11K. We'll handle the
Hang the
211.
left up there.
11 King Roger, your 211 is at Booze Brothers Cafeteria, 522 South
Hey.
Hill Street, 11K, handle code 3.
You boompounds are a liability on the road.
Deixa aqui isto é GTA. Uou! O homem foi assaltado ou quê? Foi visto? Ele já morreu.
I don't like the look of this. You know the drill. Hand over your money to get used to breathing dirt.
All right, just take it easy. Quit waving that cannon in my face and let's talk.
We're done talking, understand? You got exactly 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3.
Não vai ver tudo. Não vai ver tudo na tela. De ficar. Uou! Fui abatido.
Any Sentry unit, 211 in progress, 522 South Hill Street, unit to handle code 3, identify.
This is 11K. We'll handle the 211.
11 King Roger.
1, 2, 3.
Porra, pá.
Any Sentry unit, 211 in progress, 522 South Hill Street, unit to handle code 3, identify.
This is 11K. We'll handle the 211.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
LAPD. Try shooting someone with a gun of his own.
Porra! Tô com azar eu hoje.
Any Sentry unit, 211 211 in progress, 522 South Hill Street, unit to handle code 3, identify.
This is the 11K. We'll handle the 211.
11 King, roger.
1, 2, 3, 4.
LAPD, try shooting someone with a gun of his own.
Isso já era?
Stay down. You're covered.
Já foram. Tava difícil, mas foram. Mais o corte para o pano red.
Next corner, go left. No need to turn at the next intersection. No need to turn yet. No turn here, Cole. Hang a left here.
Então vocês ganham. Mas pelo visto andas a fazer isto só. Ganharam uma viagem de férias. Quantos?
Any central unit, ambulance shooting. Any central unit, identify.
Vamos responder.
Brother!
Saber uma coisa, pessoal. Estamos todos arriscados já.
Dead on. No need to turn yet.
Deu uma travada da noite, vocês viram, pessoal?
You don't need to turn here. No!
Olha, o sítio deve ter. Deve ser um sítio turístico, de certeza, querem ver? Ou então a gente já o descobriu.
Just keep going. Dead on. That's it. Keep on. No turn here, Cole.
Sabe que essa é uma empresa? Tipo, o mapa é, mas estou na dúvida.
That's it. Keep on.
Onde é que é isto, meu? É do outro lado do mundo ou quê? Ah, já estamos perto. Eu bem estava a achar estranho, é muito longe.
You don't need to turn here.
Mas na próxima já vi.
Can you go right at the next corner? Go right. That's it. Keep on. No turn here, Cole. Keep going through the turn. No need to turn. Just go on through here. No need to turn at the next intersection. No need to turn yet. Hang a left up there. Go straight. Whoa! What are you doing?
Eu já foi contra
The
mim.
next turn, take a right. Come on! No need to turn at the next intersection. That's it. Keep on. Left up ahead.
Ué?
Just keep going. Oh, for God's sakes.
Do I tell you how to drive?
Finalmente chegámos. Fogo, estava difícil. Mas era rosto para caralhinho, meu.
Wrinkled was not one of the things I wanted to be when I grew up.
LAPD detectives, ma'am. We need to speak to someone in charge.
I see. Well, duty manager for today is Mr. Rasick. You should find him in his office.
Ok, naquele escritório. Deve ser aquele apartado, de certeza.
Did you read about the woman who stabbed her husband and pushed him in front of the car? That's the cop that caught her.
Olha, olha. Estão a ver o anúncio deste?
New and improved model.
E agora estou-me a lembrar
Like hotcakes.
de um dos primeiros casos do jogo. Ou a gente estava nos homicídios, ou o que era, já não me lembro. Que a arma do crime era um tubo da Instagit, pessoal. Vocês lembram-se disso?
Yeah, I've been...
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson. We're investigating a couple of house fires. What can you tell us about this?
Pressure regulator from a Model 70. Let me take a look. We have a problem. This has been tampered with.
What?
You see this diaphragm? It forms a seal across the saddle here. Gas flows across from here to here. The diaphragm regulates flow. It's been reversed. It's a subtle change, but it means the gas never closes off properly.
So you're telling me that this is not a manufacturing fault or service repair?
I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the design.
Não achas que tem alguma coisa a ver com isso? Eu também acho que não.
How many guys who know how to
Ou
make
por
that
HQ
change?
mesmo.
All you need is a
Era
screwdriver and
dúvida.
a wrench. Anybody could pull it apart and put it back.
Só que ele não mexeu os olhos, eu achei que...
Are these diaphragms prone to failure?
They tend to go after a while. The rubber lasts quite a few years and then it perishes.
So the guys' names that I've been seeing doing the repairs on the heaters, they're fully licensed and accredited.
Sure, of course they are.
You
Porra, estou farto de me enganar. Hoje as gravações não estão a correr muito bem, pessoal. Vamos fazer outra vez e vamos ver se agora acerto.
LA. New and improved model. They'll be selling these like hotcakes. So you're telling me that this is not a manufacturing fault or service repair?
I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the design.
You're telling me that you've never had any problems with this heater?
Look, we've changed the design since the Model 70.
These things are still being installed?
It's the demand. None of us could keep up with the amount of housing going up. At the budget end, we're still using some of the old stock. We are installing 100 heaters a week. They're not all faulty.
They're not all safe either.
Are these diaphragms prone to failure?
They tend to go after a while. The rubber lasts quite a few years and then it perishes.
Pois,
So the guys' names that I've been seeing doing the repairs on the heaters, they're fully licensed and accredited.
Sure, of course they are.
I think you're lying, Rasik. I think some of your men aren't fully licensed. You're desperate to cover your sales.
And how are you going to prove that, Detective? Name me one of my guys who would have overlooked a fault like this.
What about Reginald
toma lá,
Arnold?
professor.
You know about Vanya. He's on the run for a divorce interstate. It's not so bad.
You in the habit of hiring criminals, Rasik?
I need guys, Detective. This boom is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
I want you to get me a copy of the list of your installers.
Okay, I'll get it for you.
Ok. Eles não faziam isso de porra nenhuma. É mentira.
Dozen of
Que
them.
o outro
Housing business is
não
going
sabia
crazy.
mexer naquilo.
This is a long shot. We are not going to rouse that whole list.
I want to run it by R&I, cross-reference for arsonists. See if any of these guys have any previous. Sir, I need to
Basta
use
só
your
procurar
phone.
aqueles que instalaram os aquecedores.
A skeleton goes into a bar and orders a beer and a mop.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need to know if any of the following names have a previous criminal history.
Okay, Detective, run the names.
Acevedo Ernesto, Clemens Walter, Elgram John, Gable Leroy, Kelligrew Peter, Kuttner Robert, Limehouse Albert, Manning Franklin, Neves Raymond, O'Brien Thomas, Ryan Matthew, Spurgeon William, Varley Reginald, Zurich Stephen.
Clemens Walter, previous conviction for arson and malicious damage. Burned down a house in Westwood in 1942. 4-year jail term.
Thanks.
Ryan Matthew, charged for contempt of court, attempted murder, Plea bargain down to a small charge.
Anyone else?
There is a Reginald Varley wanted for murder by Detroit Police Department.
Thanks. You've been a big help, young lady. Your employment roster is quite the rogues gallery, Mr. Rasick. Desperate times indeed. Do you have an address for Clemens?
He's working on an apartment building on Catalina and 3rd.
What about Ryan?
Currently working at a housing development on Normandy and 1st Street.
Varley, where is he?
Beverly and Mariposa, currently working on a new housing development. Hey, Varley's a good guy. You can't harass all my people.
These guys have lockers.
Yes, they do, but my men have a right to some privacy. Don't you need a warrant
Isso é
or
o que a gente
something?
vai ver se são
Show
leais.
and keep quiet.
Mesmo. Mostra e cala-te, Zé.
Here. Happy now?
Stick around, Mr. Rasick.
I said, if you're a producer, then I'm Lana Turner, Jeff.
Some light reading on the merciless capitalist machine.
Anarquistas. Oh, espera aí.
Ryan wants the world to be a better place. Don't we all?
Não é nada. Só dá para ver este. Isso.
My sister's always been lucky when it came to her wishes.
Que é isto?
The company went through thousands of these in the war. Still got eaten alive. Varley has a problem with bugs.
Só nos falta encontrar o terceiro.
You know that a mosquito coil takes an hour to burn down, Rasick?
No, I didn't know that.
It's the favorite choice of ignition by arsonists. Gives them time to get away.
You're crazy. He probably lives near the canals in Venice.
Tá, cá está. Olha, olha. Mais um folheto daqueles anarquistas, hein?
Clemens is a fellow traveler.
Mind if I leave you to it? I got work waiting.
Pois aqui não há mais nada para ver.
3 birds. Clemens, Ryan, Varley. Where to, Phelps?
Temos de ir atrás deles agora, né?
He's dull as dishwater. I'm not with him for the conversation.
Olha, mais um incêndio. Vamos atrás de qual? Qual é mais?
Left here.
Era melhor não digo exagerar, não?
Next left.
Vou ver se ele se afasta um bocado.
Just go on through here. Hang the left up there. Keep heading through this one. Go straight. Keep on going. Just keep going. Can you go right at the next corner? Brother!
Uou! E chegamos. Não, lá está ele.
Biggs, LAPD. We want some answers and we want them quick.
Okay, okay. What's this all about? Just tell me what you want.
Ok, vamos lá ver. É que me tens a dizer sobre o conhecimento
You know
humano.
Reginald Barley?
No? Can't say I do.
Detroit PD is after Reginald Barley for murder. You want us to run you in for aiding and abetting Clemens?
Whoa, 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 whoa. All I know about Farley is he gets kickbacks from some developer. Does their work first. Spreads it around if he can.
You're licensed and work for InstaHeat?
I contract for them. So what?
Não tens nada.
You like fires, don't you, Clemens? You serve as the
Deixa
house
eu
in
ver o que é que eu
Kenmore
tenho que passar que
Avenue.
eu esteja a mentir. Eu acho que não tenho nada,
I don't
mas
remember even
não
working a
meto
job on
dúvida.
Kenmore Avenue, much less sabotaging the place. What proof have you got?
Isso é o que a gente vai ver. Eu acho que não tenho nada que prove que ele esteja a mentir, mas...
Sorry. Sometimes you have to shake the tree to see what falls out.
InstaHeat
No,
hires
no.
arsonists, does it?
Não tenho
Worked
nada
as a
que
fitter
prove que
all
ele
my
esteja a
life.
mentir.
Put everything I had into that house. And my fucking mudshark of a wife gets awarded it in settlement. She's blowing spics 2 at a time while I'm at work. And she gets the house. Yeah, I burnt it all right. Set fire to that fucker and watch it burn to the ground. I did my time and I'd do it again.
Sorry about the rouse, Clemens. You did the right thing.
Do you know Matthew Ryan?
No. Don't know the name.
You and Ryan are fifth columnists.
And how do you figure that, wise guy? What proof do you have? Been following me to meetings?
We found a pamphlet in your locker, Clemens. We can add your name to the register. HUAC might want to interview you.
That shit was from Ryan. He's always pushing that shit on people. Drives me nuts. He's got it in for the company.
Nem me parecia que estavas a mentir.
All right, Clemens. You're off the hook for the moment.
Can I get back to work now?
Let's get out of here, Phelps. He ain't our guy.
Pois não. Ele não é o nosso tipo.
Can you drive to this one?
Vamos atrás do Barley agora.
Where exactly are we going? Farley's on the run. He might be packing heat. If he's wanted for murder, I say we take the doubt out of the equation and let him have it.
You nervous?
It's been a while.
You were in combat.
In 1917. You know, I never fired my weapon in the line of duty.
That's nothing to be ashamed of. I hope your piece is still serviceable, Herschel.
I may be old and out of practice, but I'm still a Marine, Phelps.
It would be better for
Já
our
fui
case if we could
fuzilete
bring him
também.
in, Herschel.
Olha, vai
LAPD,
fugir.
Varley! Stop or I'll shoot!
Ah, claro.
Come on, Varley. You can't keep running forever.
Eu tava escondido. Já escapou de carro.
Come on, Varley. You can't keep running forever.
Bolas, pá.
Come on, Varley. You can't keep running forever.
Something with a
Ah,
little more
bolas.
reach.
Já escapou. Não, não vou passar, pessoal. Como é que me estou a atinar com a cena de disparar?
Come on, Varley. You can't keep running forever.
Man alive can make that shot with this weapon. Barely grazing.
Tá bom, já fechou.
Come on, Barley. You can't keep running forever.
Toma, agora
Or I
consegui.
will shoot.
Consegui apanhá-lo agora. Quietinho aí, vá.
Why did you run from us, Varley?
I'm gonna take a wild guess that you're the same Reginald Varley the Detroit police have an outstanding warrant on. How am I doing so far?
I need a lawyer before I talk to any of you.
Reginald Varley, you're under arrest for committing a series of arsons. You're also under arrest for murder. Detroit PD will be putting in a request for your extradition. Until then, you're guest of the scene.
Arson? You can't hang that rap on me.
Be quiet. Be thankful we don't shoot you.
Are all the cops in this town crazy?
Take him away, officer.
Agora vamos à taxa do
You drive. I need to go over the case.
do tal Ryan.
So where do you want to go?
Este já foi dentro, porque este é suspeito. O outro se fosse, mas este é suspeito.
Are you Matthew Ryan?
Who's asking?
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson squad.
Arson?
You heard the man.
Let's just put this stuff in the car and I'll be right with you.
Olha,
Hold it,
olha.
Ryan. I said,
Son of a bitch.
Filho da puta mesmo. Eu já sabia. Já sabia isso mesmo.
Those are GI's backyards just crashing.
The damage is only cosmetic.
It's a one-man
Quando a
wrecking
cabeça
crew.
fora e começar a dizer.
I'll take out the van.
O que é? Subir?
Get in
Aí,
close
vou.
and steer them off the tar.
He's going to kill those men.
They'll get out of the way.
Only if they hear him coming.
Close in, Phelps. We need to take Ryan down before he hurts somebody.
I'll go for the tire. Then I can slow the son of a bitch down. Lay into his wheel well. Come on.
He's got an arson-related assault charge and he's running.
Running don't mean nothing. We gotta get this guy in a room before we can get an angle on him.
This man has got to stop.
Ei, com raio. Quietinho
Show me
aí.
your hands.
why did you run, Ryan?
I was scared.
You got a reason
Olha,
to be scared,
fiquei.
Ryan?
Matthew Ryan, I'm arresting you on suspicion of committing a series of arsons.
We have 3 suspects.
Agora temos de.
As much as
Agora
I'd like
temos
to
de
beat
novo.
you,
You're
I
behind
think
the
it's
wheel.
one of the other 2 guys. Let's get to the station and close this case.
Para eu guiar e pronto. Assim de mim.
I have two suspects.
Phelps, you got nothing. Biggs, Ryan's waiting for you in interview 1. Varley's in 2.
Hey, Hopkins, you practicing your asshole routine again? Come on, Phelps.
Acusa o suspeito
That's the guy that busted all those Negro drug
o
pushers
suspeito
last
que
week.
será encerrado.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Então
Mouthpiece
onde é que
forced stood
está?
safely at the grand jury. Case was thrown out. Now the DA must be in.
We have Matthew Ryan in custody, Varley. I think all we need to do
Vamos
is
falar com esse
ask him
primeiro.
about this, and he'll rat you out.
Fuck Ryan, that pinko bastard.
Have you ever worked on a place on Rosewood Avenue? Family by the name of Sawyer?
Maybe. I'm from out of town. I go where they send me. I don't do a lot of repairs, though. I'm flat out on new installations.
Não, não era mentira. Porra! A gente tem o aquecedor reparado por ele. A gente tem o aquecedor.
Coroner says it's gonna be at least a week to get it right.
I have two suspects.
Phelps, you got nothing. Biggs, Ryan's waiting for you in interview 1. Varley's in 2.
Hey, Hopkins, you practicing your asshole routine again? Come on, Phelps.
You look at this clown.
Boa! Uf.
I was married by a judge.
Acho que ele já está. Já estamos a ganhar a confiança aqui do Biggs, pessoal. Eu não tinha ido há bocado. Já está o Ryan.
We have Matthew Ryan in custody, Varley. I think all we need to do is ask
By the
him
way,
about this.
this Ryan
and he'll rat
Lennon.
you out.
Fuck Ryan, that pinko bastard.
Have you ever worked on a place on Rosewood Avenue? Family by the name of Sawyer?
Maybe. I'm from out of town. I go where they send me.
Por preferência às novas instalações.
I don't do a lot of repairs.
Ok, mas
I'm flat out
agora.
on new installations.
Why are you lying to me, Varley? If Suburban wants their new installations completed, why are you bothering with wrecks like the Sawyer house?
So I'm lying just because I can't remember if I was there or not? How can you prove that I was?
Your name
Toma lá o
is on the
aquecedor.
inside
Não é capaz de provar que tu, se estiveste lá, o aquecedor.
Okay. You got me there. Suburban, they wanted that guy out. Sawyer kept complaining about not being able to get his heater service, so they threw in a free service as a sweetener. I think he played him, though. Because he still wouldn't sell.
Word is, you're in the pocket of some property developer?
Never. I got principles.
How did Suburban put the squeeze on you? Did they find out about your record?
There's no way you can link me to Suburban. You're wasting your time.
Não tenho nada
Like I made a mistake.
para acusar, creio eu. Se não der dúvida.
Last chance, Varley.
Se calhar até tinha e não vi.
It won't be hard to hang a double arson on top of your murder beef.
Hey, I shot a loan shark who was squeezing my brother for the big.
That's why you ran?
I ran because the guys who ran that racket will kill me.
What would reversing the diaphragm of an Insta-Heat Model 70 do?
Yeah, I made that mistake before. You get a big bang when you turn the pilot back on.
So you didn't deliberately sabotage the water heater at the Sawyer house?
No, I did not. You out of your mind?
Deixa cá ver.
I don't believe you, Varley. I think Suburban wants homeowners who don't want to sell out of the way.
I think you're out of your mind. Where is the evidence that I have done anything to contribute to this fire? Huh? You're saying I'm some kind of
Não é
psychopath?
fogo, pá. Já me enganei outra vez. Vai fazer tudo de novo. Desculpem a demora, pessoal, mas isto é uma forma importante, é uma coisa importante e.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
I have 2 suspects.
Phelps, you got nothing. Biggs, Ryan's waiting for you in interview 1. Varley's in 2.
Hey, Hopkins, you practicing your asshole routine again? Come on, Phelps.
I want to meet Joe's buddy. He's nice, really.
I gave his wife a cat. I said, "Oh,
We have Matthew Ryan in custody, Varley. I think all we need to do is ask him about this, and he'll rat you out.
Fuck Ryan, that pinko bastard.
Have you ever worked on a place on Rosewood Avenue? Family by the name of Sawyer?
Maybe. I'm from out of town. I go where they send me. I don't do a lot of repairs. I'm flat out.
Estás a mentir.
Why are you lying to me, Varley? If Suburban wants their new installations completed, why are you bothering with wrecks like the Sawyer house?
So I'm lying just because I can't remember if I was there or not? How can you prove that I was?
Porque surfar por ti, Zé.
Your name is on the inside door of their water heater.
Okay. You got me there. Suburban, they wanted that guy out. Sawyer kept complaining about not being able to get his heater service, so they threw in a free service as a sweetener. I think he played him though, because he still wouldn't sell.
Desenvolvimento.
Word is, you're in the pocket of some property developer?
Never. I got principles.
How did Suburban put the squeeze on you? Did they find out about your record?
There's no way you can link me to Suburban. You're wasting your time.
Clemens says you offered to cut him in on the kickbacks they were offering. I'll testify in court.
Suburban, they got real-time pressure on getting some of their big developments finished. There's some big date that they can't afford to miss. So yeah, I took their money. But so did a lot of guys, all right? Carpenters, electricians, plumbers. It's no big conspiracy.
Eu quero dizer sobre o
diaphragm of an Insta-Heat Model 70 do?
modelo
Yeah, I
70.
made that mistake before. You get a big bang when you turn the pilot back on.
So you didn't deliberately sabotage the water heater at the Sawyer house?
No, I did not. You out of your mind?
I don't believe you, Varley. I think Suburban wants homeowners who don't want to sell out of the way.
I think you're out of your mind. Where is the evidence that I have done anything to contribute to this fire? Huh? You're saying I'm some kind of psycho?
Não é fogo, não. Não devia ter dado intuição. Isto é interrogatório e depois vem cá.
We're done for now.
So what happens?
You're either going back to Detroit to face a murder rap, or you're staying here to answer for these arsons.
Eu acho que foi este, pessoal, mas vamos falar com o outro para sabermos mais. Então vamos falar com o outro, o Matthew.
Someone ought to take him home.
That's
He's
him?
loaded.
That's the best we can do for a policeman in this city? Are we going
Save
to
yourself
the
some
Campbell
time and
or
get this thing off your chest.
If that's your opening gambit, you better try again.
So you want to change the world, Ryan?
Yes, I do. So does every reasonable person.
And you're doing your part?
Yes, I am.
Does that include sabotaging water heaters to destroy a company?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
This is industrial sabotage, Ryan. It's all part of your campaign.
You're delusional, detective. What campaign?
Campanha G.
Your locker is full
Por
of
causa
pamphlets.
dos
Folks
panfletos,
told us
cara.
that you were always foisting them on people.
Sure. I spread the pamphlets. A guy has to do something. Insta-heat heaters break down every day. They're still peddling the same lousy design that they lifted from Hephaestus.
Insta-heat bought out Hephaestus?
Them, Vulcan, Pyro, and a bunch of other companies.
And you still work for them?
A guy has to work.
And the directors of the company. How do you feel about them these days?
You work it out.
You know how to reverse a diaphragm in the regulator valve of a Model 70 heater?
No, I don't.
Dizer qualquer coisa, deixa-me ver as provas. O que é que ele diz?
If you know enough to do your job, you know enough to do that repair. You're lying, Ryan.
And how do you think you can prove that?
You're
Não
off the
tenho nada
hook.
para usar que eu não sabe, pá. Que é mentira.
I can do it myself.
Believe whatever you want, Flatfoot. You're part of the conspiracy.
Não sei o que é que era.
What can you tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Nothing.
Agora sim.
I think Suburban is a front for your anarchist buddies. They're arranging for
Eu
people to
acho
be
que não
out of
foi
town
esse, acho
while
que foi o
you burn
outro,
their
mas...
houses down.
Suburban? What's that got to do with me? That's Farley's bilk. He's the one with the cozy agreement with those fascists.
You have a history of violence.
I have no such thing.
Ah não? Mas temos a prova que tu tens, pá.
And how exactly are you gonna prove that?
Ser criminal Ryan.
You were charged with attempted murder, Ryan.
It was a court case. No criminal liability was the verdict. They said that they couldn't have known that the faulty heater installation would cause a fire. All I know is I lost my whole family. And the company that was responsible got away with it. What would you do? Which
Eu
company?
tinha motivos, mas...
Hephaestus Water Heater Company.
Eu tinha motivos, mas acho que é o outro, pessoal. Eu acho que é o outro.
Sure. As soon as your red friends storm the building and carry out, you'll keep your seat until we decide how long to lock you up for, knucklehead.
Acho que vou acusar o outro.
Parker or Green? I don't know who these were.
Eu vou mas é acusar este e pronto. É a minha...
Reginald Varley, I'm charging you with committing a series of arsons and for the murders of Hank Sawyer, Edwina Sawyer, Henry Sawyer, and Jessica Sawyer.
I'm no cold-blooded criminal. I could never burn up a whole family in their home.
Temos quase uma hora de vídeo, pessoal.
How is it? No, just keep your mouth shut and listen to me for a second. How is it you can bring no less than 3 suspects into my station, conduct extensive interviews, sift through mountains of evidence with Lynch and Pinker, and still manage to charge the wrong fucking guy? I took a chance on you, Phelps. People said I was crazy.
Devíamos ter acusado o outro, caralho. Devíamos termos acusado o outro.
You may not be much of an arson investigator, but I hear you're merciless on the beat. Get going.
Devíamos ter acusado o outro, sei lá, para o outro, para o nosso chefe a ficar satisfeito, devia ter acusado o outro.
You're 2 blocks behind first and second.
Vamos passar isto à frente que eu estou quase com uma hora de vídeo, pessoal. Estamos quase com uma hora de vídeo, já chega. Um abraço a todos, subscrevam o canal, ativem o sininho para não perder todos os vídeos da série. E outras séries, um abraço a todos. Fui!